Hello, I am Raziel, the 14th Legion, the sons of Mortarion, the diseased, the pestilent, the ones that really need to make friends with the Death Guard. This Legion has a long and storied history, from the start of the Great Crusade to modern day 40k. The lore around the Death Guard is some of the very best, having two of my favourite authors pen novels around them, some as the antagonist and others as the protagonist. These books reach all across the timeline, from The Buried Dagger by James Swallow. In this, you read about how Typhus killed the Astropaths and got Mortarion and the Death Guard to offer their worship to Nurgle, to the Dark Imperium trilogy, where the main antagonists are the Death Guard as they fight as they are being beaten by the Ultramarines. I don't really want to go too much in that one because it's really good and there's some nice little spoilers at the end. I think it's something you need to read for yourself. And that series of books was written by Guy Haley. Now, as with any good story about anyone, it needs heroes and villains. With the Death Guard you have Nathaniel Garrow, the Death Guard captain who remained loyal. Typhon, who became Typhus after he took him the Destroyer Plague and saved the Legion, just so he can pledge his fealty to Nurgle. And of course Mortarion, the Primarch, the Gene Father, and the leader of all Death Guard. The Death Guard are easily one of the best looking armies for Warhammer 40k. With a massive, now demonic Primarch Mortarion as your centerpiece, to the sticky, icky looking Plague Marines, all bloated, diseased, with poxes, growths and rotted flesh. The Death Guard has an assortment of unique demon engines, the fetid Bloat Drone, the Plague Burst Crawler, and the Mephitic Blight Hauler. The Mephitic Blight Hauler is also incredibly cheap at £17. Yeah, it's kind of cool how low priced this one is, especially with how deadly and fun it is to use. They're all deadly as well, and fun to see on the tabletop. Finally, for this part, the range of unique character models. The kind of character models, well, some are... Oh, let me explain. Well, they are technically named on their packaging, but they are used for, basic units. Well, not basic units, like single model units. You have Lord Valthius as a Lord of Contagion, and Nauseous Rotbone, and he's your Plague Surgeon. And of course, talking named characters, you got Typhus, and he's himself. And they all look really good, they look pretty cool, I do like them. There is more units that look equally as grubby as and manky for your Lords of Disease, like your Terminators. They look really cool. And I like how the Terminators also kind of have a very much a cannibalized armor set. You have different parts actually visible from different Terminator armors. It's really good looking. Now, the Death Guard are simple to paint and can look really good really easily. Good for Death Guard. Pick your base colour. I did mine, the original Legion colours. Paint the trim and details, then throw on plenty of Agrax Earthshade and they will look manky, dirty and gross. Perfect for your followers in Nurgle. And if you're playing Horus Heresy, Plague Marines did actually show up in the Siege of Terror and beforehand. So this makes them great if you're doing Death Guard for those, for adding a bit of variation to your force of traitor legionnaires. And that's again if you're playing Horus Heresy. As is customary, I talk about the Combat Patrol box. Now honestly, if you're doing, I've got to be honest here, if you're doing only a Astartes army, this is not a great box for you guys. It's like, if you're only doing Plague Marines and you don't want to add Poxwalkers or Cultists, you're not going to save money here. And I'll be honest with you, it's not a box I actually enjoy, and I don't think I can honestly recommend it. You get Typhus, 7 Plague Marines, a Biologist Putrefier, and 30 Poxwalkers. Yeah, that's why I don't like 30 Poxwalkers. Is far too much. I would have just preferred if they dropped 2 boxes of those, added more Plague Marines. It would have been a better box. Anyway, it's a good saving, don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic saving. You do save a lot of money. It's just a very limited box because of the Poxwalkers, but you do get a lot of models. Again, this is a lot of Poxwalkers. So for Death Guard, I do love these guys. I've loved them for ages. I mean, it's been one of my favourite Chaos armies from 2nd edition, when I really got into 40k. I like their story, I like their look, and I think there's more of a personal touch. when being a child who was in hospital quite often. I mean, I was always having hospital appointments and stuff like that. You know, I was sick when I was really poorly when I was young. I think this kind of appealed to me because they were like diseased, but they were still badass space marines, even though they were bad guys. So it kind of did appeal to me on a more personal level. But that's just me. And yeah, I've always liked them. I like the old 2nd edition models. I like the new models as well. I like the Matari model. I think he looks fantastic. And honestly, and playing them, and for me personally, like, again, this is someone who plays predominantly really fast armies. And I'm not, and I mean like Eldar, Blood Angels, Rite Scars, anywhere I can get up the battlefield really quick. That's more my cup of tea. I do find playing Death Guard, even as slow as they are, very enjoyable. I find them fun to play, fun to paint. I like the lore around them. There's so much about my group. It is an army I do enjoy. I mean, I do like almost every army actually, but when it comes to chaos, I do enjoy using Death Guard. I think using Nurgle's kind of cool. I had a massive Nurgle demon army back in 6th edition Warhammer Fantasy Battles and I think it was 5th edition 40k when they both first had their army book and codex. I used Nurgle then. I kind of go with I've used Clan Pestilence for Skaven a lot as well. Again, another very much a diseased Nurgle army. So yeah, they're a fun army to use. I think they're fantastic and I think they're really enjoyable. So what do you think? What's your opinion on Nurgle? Do you like them? Are they an army that you would pick? If they do, why? Are you playing Death God for Horus Heresy, or are you going to do Death God for 40k? Anyway, as always, link to Wayland Games down below if you wish to save money on your Warhammer, and free delivery after £20, so that's pretty cool. There is, of course, the Forbidden Planet if you like comics, my comics, which are horror based, and there is my merchandise, cups, t-shirts, stickers, iPad, phone things, the usual merchandise. It's all artwork done by me, some computer, some hand, and just the usual stuff that everyone else flogs to make money. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good day. Like, comment and subscribe as always. I do like reading your comments down below. I do like it when we have a nice conversation where we're premiering as well. It's always nice and fun to enjoy on here as well. And I hope you all have a jolly good day and you're enjoying this summer sun.